Hi, one of the questions I quite often get asked when people come to Edinburgh or planning to come to Edinburgh is, how do we get up to Arthur's Seat? Well, the short answer is you have to walk. There are several routes that you can take. Where we are at the moment, we're actually down outside the entrance to Holyrood Palace. In fact, if I just pan around, behind me I've got the Scottish Parliament. But if you get a taxi down here to the bottom of the Royal Mile, down to the Palace, or in fact ask the taxi driver to take you round to the car park at the foot of Arthur's Seat, that will actually get you a great starting point, and it's the most common one used by everybody when they decide they want to walk up to the top of Arthur's Seat. So what I'll do is I'll take you around to the next stage so that you can see where the drop-off point is before you start making your way up to Arthur's Seat. So this is the next stage on the way up to Arthur's Seat. So this is where you could get dropped off by the taxi driver. This is the car park here. Behind us we've got Arthur's Seat, well, the very start of Arthur's Seat, but we're going to follow the path you can see just running behind me, and that'll take us up towards the summit of Arthur's Seat. As I say, the car park is here, so if you have a car and you want to park, you can do so. Just make sure you get a parking ticket to put on the car. You can see the machine behind me. It normally costs you a few pounds. Depends on how long you think it's going to take you to get to the top of Arthur's Seat. So what we'll do, we'll move on to the next phase, and I'll take a few video shots as we're going up so you can just see what the incline is like to get up to the top of Arthur's Seat. It's a bit of a climb. And as I say, this isn't the only route that you can take, but it's the one that most people tend to take. There are a couple of others. One is a little bit more of a gentle incline, and that's normally where I take my groups. I drive them round to the other drop-off point, and it's more gentle. It's a shorter route, but presently I think the road is closed, so I'll need to do a check on that to see whether it's open or not. The other route is more of a scramble, so if you like a little bit more of a vertical climb, that's the other one that you would take. But we're going to do this one because it's the most popular, and you can see just what is involved to get to the top. So I've been walking about 20 minutes from here, from down at the Palace car park. We're just going to hit this ridge here, and then I'm going to take a right on the other side. That'll take us up, way up here to the summit of Arthur's Seat. Now normally if I get a group who want to do the Arthur's Seat climb, I will normally drive round from the Palace area, and the road that you can just see down by the lock here, this is Dunsapie Lock. I normally park up by the lock, and then we make our way up either the trail to the left or the trail off to the right there, and then from here it's not too far up to the summit, which is where we're going to head to next. So we're at the top of Arthur's Seat, up by the trig point, and I'm just going to give you a quick 360 degree all the way around. So behind us is the Firth of Forth, and then over to the west of the city. And it's very quiet. Normally there are literally hundreds of people up here, but it's 9:30 in the morning. It's taken me about 25 minutes to get up here, which is a lot quicker than I expected it to be. But there again, my wife would say that I walk way too fast. That's part of my army training, I suppose. But anyway, we're up here and it's slight drizzle, but there's no wind as such. It's quite calm, and as I say, there's only a few people up here. So normally you would have everybody up on this this peak getting their selfie taken, and this is the highest point in Edinburgh. So we're looking over towards the west, and we just pan across over Salisbury Crags, which is the feature directly in front of us, the greeny feature, and then beyond that you can actually see Edinburgh Castle and the old town around it. And then over here, that monument is stuck on top of the hill there, that's Calton Hill. So the Nelson Monument is the tall one, and then to the right of it you can see the one with the pillars. That is the Scottish National Monument. Again, I've done a couple of other videos that you can find on YouTube that cover these two monuments, and Calton Graveyard off to the left. Down below where we started, the Scottish Parliament, and then to the right, the Palace. And just to give you a little bit of an idea of the height, and that's way down below. So we're at the highest point in Edinburgh. This is about 822 feet. This is higher than Edinburgh Castle, and it's a volcanic feature just as Edinburgh Castle is. And slowly but surely there's more people coming up here. So the stretch of water here is the Firth of Forth. Leads out into the North Sea. Down here on the right, the coast. This follows all the way down the east coast, and then if you go far enough it will take you down to the English border. Alternatively, if you were to cross over the Firth of Forth, it would take you over to the coastline on the other side, the Fife coast, and if you went up far enough it would take you to St Andrews, then on to Dundee, and then up to Aberdeen. But it's a bit of a misty day, or certainly not too clear on the north side of the Firth of Forth, so can't really see a lot. And what you can't quite see, but over in the distance there are 3 bridges. You can see the lights just flashing. So that's the Forth Rail Bridge, the Forth Road Bridge, and the Queen's Ferry Crossing, the 3 bridges that take you across the Firth of Forth. But not particularly clear today, so you can't really get to see them. give you some downhill.